Yeah, so that's what I was telling you, that today I'm going to tell you a formula which is called the AND to begin with, right? This AND means that it actually joins the things, right? Or you can say joins the cells. For example, now if I say that this AND, I'm going to write this hyphen and again and this cell which has a manmeet. See, this is going to be the output. So now what I did, anything which you are going to write which is going to act as a, now special symbols are also text, right? So I have to actually write here it within the quotes, right? Because this is something which I have written by myself. This is not available in any cell. So this is more of a like this. If I say that quotes my name is, and then quotes finish, and then I'm going to join this with this cell, what would be the output? My name is Manmeet, right? And if I have written here my name is, then I can also do this and this. Now here I have not written anything within the quotes. Reason, because these are the cell address. These are the addresses. When you refer something with the cell, you don't have to write anything within the quotes, right? It is only when you write something by yourself which is going to act as a string, you will have to write it within quotes. If I'm going to remove this quotes and press enter, see, it will give me the error, right? So we will do it as we move ahead, and we have a lot of formulas to apply. So these rules applies everywhere. Now just a quick thing, and this will give you a better understanding. Now let's say if I say equals to this, now you tell me, if I press enter, what will be the answer? If I say that equals to F5, then what would be the answer if I press enter? Yeah, right. Now, so if I change something here, do you think that this will also be changed here? No, but if I press enter, okay. So now tell me, F5, right? Now you have to tell me what would be the answer if I press enter. No, that's equals to. Whenever you write any formula, you always start with the equals to, right? Alright, but you are sure that 100 will not come? Okay, I'll tell you. See, when you write anything within the quotes, Excel treat those things as text, which means that they actually present you the things the way, you know, the way the values are. So they don't actually, you can't represent any formula if you write anything within the quotes. So for Excel, equals to F5 does not mean that it has a reference with the F5 cell. It means that Excel would think that my user wants me to print F5, not something, not a value which is in F5. Yeah. So you understand the difference. If you write anything within the quotes, Excel will not take it as a cell address. It will take it as a string, right? So Now, so that's why when we were doing this exercise, when I was telling you, like in this case, if you want to fill your blank cells with some name, let's say Manmeet. So since Manmeet is a text, so when you do this step Control G and when you go to the blank and you press OK, what I did is I wrote Manmeet within the quotes like this and Control Enter. Right? Let me undo it and let me show you. If I'm not going to write it within the quotes, then what will happen? I say equals to Manmeet and press Control Enter. See this, right? So I'm getting the error. So when you write something, you just need to remember this trick. That's it, right? So but instead of Manmeet, if I write here some value, let's say 420, then do I need to write it within quotes? No, because it's a number. Control Enter, right? So that's how you are actually supposed to do this. Now in table 2, now you tell me this, we'll do this. In table 2 we want blank cells to be filled with its upper cell value. Example is shown in column F for you. So column F actually is the answer. So yeah, so we want the same values in this table as well, right? So what it is doing is, I guess it is picking up the upper value, right? Yeah. Okay. So you have to tell me now A to Z, everything of this. Okay. No, you can even do this, Control G. See, when you do the Control G, you need to click Special. Then you get this window. You can also do the Find and Select. That's your choice, right? But this will make your work quicker, because when you use shortcut keys, you save a lot of time. Okay. 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 No, that's the point. When you're going to refer this equals to D3, you see, when you are saying equals to D3, you are applying a formula. So what will happen is, down the line, it will not be equals to D3, it will be equals to D5. So automatically Excel will pick these upper values for you. You just need, yeah, right. Not enter. Now if you press enter, you will get error. Yeah. Now see, what you have here, the formula equals to D3, which means this is D3, right? Now see this, here what it is, D5. Excel has changed it for you. And come here, it is what, D6, right? So Excel will automatically change the things. Yeah, alright. Okay, so what else now? Any further any question you have? I know you haven't done the complete assignment, but whatever you have done, I mean, so work. Yeah. Okay, so no problem. Yeah, you need to do that, and I will. So see, short, but you have, now you don't have to remember it. What you need to do is, I'm writing it for you, but then you have to press it and see what effect would it bring. Just give me a second, let me write it down. Yeah. Alright, very nice. Alright. So things which you were able to do. Okay. Yeah. So hyphen is used for the subtract this one. I'll just show you. These are the shortcut keys, right? Yeah. Just right. Okay. No problem. Once you through with your all the assignments, just email me and then I'll have a look what you did, right? So alright, so and now how to subtract the numbers. Let's say we want to subtract 77 from 1000. Now it's quite simple actually. You start with the equals to, as you know, so 1000 and then minus 77. This is how you do it. So this is a subtract sign here. The key which you have, if you press shift key and then it will show you the underscore, the same key without shift. That's the minus sign, right? Yeah, it's very simple. Alright. What else? Okay. Let me just close this then. Which one? Yeah, so give me the workbook name. Okay. Let me just see this, what you did. So if you need to multiply 10 with these, fx. Where? A15 here. E15. Okay. You mean this? Okay. E11 comma E14. Okay. Like this. Okay. E15 and then star 10. This one. Okay. So what was the question? Hang on. Give me the workbook name, assignment name. Give me the assignment. Pay special. Okay. Alright, this one. Alright, now two things. First, what you're doing is that is incorrect. And the second thing is, even if I would have asked you to multiply some numbers, that's not the way you do it. I'll just come to that. But first, let's try to answer this question. Now, the question says that you need to do it in one step. So, what I want is, I want output some sort of this. If you multiply this 456 with this 100, what will be the answer? 4560, right? And similarly, here I'll get 0, and here, and so on. So you remember that when we did the pay special, we have a window, a grid where we can actually multiply, divide, and add and subtract. This one, right? Yeah. So now see what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to select this entire table, and I'm going to press Alt S, and I'll say multiply. So this 10, the copied element will be multiplied with entire table in one step, right? And if I don't know this option, then the only thing which but that was also incorrect, and I'll tell you how. Now this is your question. Okay, so tell me now, what did you do in this? How did you multiply this? Yeah, so that's not the thing. We were not looking for their sum and then thereafter we wanted to multiply with 100. The point is that we wanted to multiply each cell with 100. So this is how you will do it. This multiply this, press enter, equals to this multiply this. Now pay attention to this. If you are going to write product, that means you are already entering a formula which Excel will take it as a multiplication, a sign of multiplication. So you don't have to enter now star. Remember, I was telling you that when you write any formula, Excel gives you help. Now in your this parameters, there is nowhere written that you have to press star, right? So when you were telling me this thing, that product and E15 and star 10, you see that in your this parameter we do not have any star. Exactly, because you go by your parameters. Whatever the Excel formula says, we have to follow that, right? We can't make our own formula. Oh, yeah. Which one? This one. Yeah, Excel read it because see, now writing an incorrect formula can give you a value. That's not the problem, and we'll do this. I'll show you in the coming days that even if you're writing a formula doesn't necessarily that a formula will give you the error. Even a wrong formula can give you some value. Now this is giving you a answer because you have put it here star. So its intelligence is somehow able to get that the user wants to multiply it. But when you go to somebody and show this formula, in the Excel environment, in the Excel society, then people will not judge you as a good Excel person, right? So, and the reason being, because see, when you're writing product, so you're ultimately telling that multiply all the numbers. So why need to put the two multiplications, right? Either you do this, either you multiply this by this, right? No problem, one and the same thing. And if you don't want to do that, then you want to use the product, then do this, select this, comma, number 2. Choice is yours, right? Just give me a second, somebody's ringing. Yeah, so remember this. So you are missing actually a cell, a value which you want to sum with these entries. You didn't copy anything. No, see, applying the formula is a different thing, and doing the way using this Alt S and using that add option is a different thing. Now, if I have to sum these, then I will not use paste special. I'll use some formula. Now, paste special operator, the add operator in paste special is used only when you want to add a one value to the entire table. Which means if I want to add 10 to the entire table, and when I say entire table means each cell of this table, then I use this operation. But if I want to multiply these cells, with each other, then I can't do that, because when you see, now you can copy only one value at a time. So if I want to add 10, then I copy this 10 and then I go to my destination and I select that and I use the paste special and I say add. So what it is going to do is it is going to add 10 to everything one by one, right? But your question was that if I have to sum these, if you have to sum these, then paste special is not going to work. Then it comes to your formula, which is called a sum formula. So you write here SUM and you start the bracket. The moment you start the bracket, you see the parameters number 1, comma number 2, comma dash dash, which means number 3, and then dash dash number 4, then comma number 5. Now see this. If you are going to do this E12 and comma E16, right, then what will happen? Excel will sum E12 and E16 only. No, but why it is going to do that? You have selected only two cells. You can see here. How does these 88 and 99 and 165 comes into picture? Excel don't know. Excel has not selected them, right? So the problem is that you need to change the style of your referencing. Instead of putting these in commas, see, comma when we want to sum up the random numbers. Like for example, now after this I can put any number, let's say 10, and after this I can put 535, and after this I can put 243, and afterwards I can put this number. Now these all numbers are going to be sum up, right? But if you wanted to sum these numbers in a sequence like this, then you know that. Alright, so Manvi, before I do that, let me tell, let me ask you, if I have to select this table from here until here, how will you do that? Yeah. Now, I selected this, now what do you want me to do? Yeah. Yeah, so tell me the step. I am on the 66 now, what should I do to select this entire table? Okay. Yeah, like this, right? So similarly, when you apply the formula sum, if you want to sum up the numbers which are in a sequence, you don't have to write everything in the comma. Number 1, comma, number 2, number 3. Imagine if you have 1,000 cells, then you can't write like number 1, comma, number 2, comma, number 3 until 1,000, right? Select this shift, press the shift key, and this entire cell will be selected. You see now everything is highlighted, which means that this is going to be sum up. And even if you look at the formula, it has a colon. Colon means in a sequence. So now this will be read as E11 to E16. You get your answer. So anything, if I write it something like this, A2 comma A3, that means, or maybe I'll write A10, that means A2 and A10 cells are used. Which means how many cells we are using? Only 2. Yeah. And if I write in a formula, if I write this, then what does that mean? It means that from A2 till, yeah. So which means that you would have around 8 cells, right? So that's how the things works. Now, if I ask you that multiply this 88 by 165, you can do like this. So if I'm going to use the product, yeah, enter, right? So, but if you want to multiply the entire table, then like this, right? It's a huge number, so actually is not able to read it, right? So this is how the things work. Alright, what else? Right. 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 Mm-hmm. Right. Alright, so this is how you do. I know you were able to do that, but still let me just show you, and then you can confirm this is the way you did. So copy this, and we want only numbers, so let me paste the numbers, paste special and value. So there could be only one thing, you are not copying it. If you will not copy, then paste special will not be activated. Did you have that share screen option? Did you check? Is it coming? Yeah. No. My screen is there, but once you start sharing your screen, my screen will automatically be off. Now when I share my screen, I go here. You see this window? Yeah. So once you click on plus, you would see start sharing. Well, that has nothing to do with this. Once you start showing your screen, but anyways, let me do that for you, no problem. So let's stop sharing. Yeah, so that's why, you know, this Skype is not the latest version, because you should be able to share your screen, so like I can. So maybe you can install the latest version on your lappy and then sure. Alright, so let me just come back and yeah, so that's how basically you copy them. When you copy them, see, you can even go through here, paste special, format. If you will do the format will be there. If you go to the paste special again and you do this, let's say comments, then only the comments would be there. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, this is how it works. So when somebody hovers on this cell, then the comments would come like this. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you are saying that you wanted the output like this? Oh no, that can't be done with this thing. For that you have to apply the formula. See, when you do the transpose or when you do the value, Excel is not going to do any manipulation in your data. Excel itself is not going to change. Excel, you have to tell Excel that this is what I want, and for that there are other tools, there are other formulas, right, which you can do. So we'll do it. For example, you can extract the number from this, Now see, I'll tell you, this is again now a very good thing which you have asked me. I'm going to tell you this replace option. Find and replace. You are in this situation. If you want this to be horizontally, but at the same time you want only the numbers, then first you need to set this data the way you want, and then you can use the transpose. So how you gonna do it? Let me just copy this here. I'll do the changes in this. See now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace company with space. Yes, blank. I'm sorry. Generally, I should have used blank word with you. So blank and space, one and the same thing. Once you do that, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 8, 9, and then you can do that. How you gonna do that? See this. This is the shortcut to replace. Now, either you can use the ribbon. Select this first. Select this entire table. So this is my table. I'll select this. Go to the home tab. Remember we did this find and select. We did this go to special, right? So just above that you have the option replace. What do you want to replace? What do you want to find? You want to find company, right? What you want to replace? Want to replace with the blank. So this is how you write the blank. Nothing. And just replace all. Move what? Yeah. No, find is different. Find is to find. I'll just come on that. First you want to replace. So I clicked on the replace and I wrote what I want. Find what? What do you want to find and what you want to replace with. Now once you are through with this, then you can go here and you can use the transfer. Okay. Now for example, in your sheet you have written here. Now pay attention to this. This is though I have uploaded these videos on my channel, so anytime you want to see those videos you can go back and check. But now suppose you have these entries here. If I give you a task to find Ajay and Mandeep wherever they are, let's say, how will you do it? Now this time you want to find it out. Press Ctrl F or go to here, find. What do you want to find? Now I don't want to replace, so I will not select this replace tag. So find and replace basically comes in both the options in the same window, right? Whatever you want to use, you can use. So if you click on the find, then it will take you to the find window. If you click on the replace, it will take you to the replace window. Since my motive is not to replace anything, so I'll just click on the find and then write here Mandeep. Now find next. You see, this is selected. Press again find next. Right? It keeps on doing this. Yeah. This is how. And now if I have to find, let's say, Ajay. Right? Now, pay attention to this again. It is selecting all the cells wherever Ajay is written. But what if you want to find a cell which has Ajay only? You don't want to find Ajay Kumar or Ajay space Kumar, right? That could also be the another option. Then what you need to do is click on the option and you say that match entire cell content. Now let's start your search and let's see what is going to happen. Find next. See this. You see? Only 2 cells. Right? Now there is one more thing. If you have anything which is in a small, but you are interested in finding only the capital one, when I go to the find, I have written Ajay in caps, right? And if I now select this find, you see that it is selecting all cells which has Ajay. But I don't want the lower case because I have written here in capital match case. Okay? Match case means in whatever uppercase or lowercase you have written, that will be searched. So now if I find next, Ajay will not be found. Small one. If I do this, and now if I do find next, see this. Yeah, right? And similarly at the same time now, if you want to replace this Ajay with, let's say, Manmeet, replace, find what Ajay, replace it with Manmeet, right? If you say replace all, everything will be replaced. If you say replace one by one, it will replace. So this is more of a slow process. This is like everything will happen in just fraction of seconds and you won't be able to know what happened, right? But this is, it will take you to those cells and then it will wait for your command. For example, now we have 2 Ajay. If I'm going to press replace all, see what will happen. Everything will be replaced and Excel has completed a search and has 2 replacements, right? Now let me undo this. Control Z. Okay. Now again we go to the replace. Ajay, Manmeet, same. Now let's do this replace. See what will happen. This Ajay is replaced by Manmeet, but this is still there until unless I again press replace here. So this will go step by step like this. Now Excel cannot find a match because there were only 2 Ajay which were replaced, right? So this is how. Now if I write here, let's say this, and if I go to the Control F and in this replace, I do step by step, see what will happen. Excel cannot find a match. Alright, why it is happening? We have to see. Is it able to find? Let me first check. Yeah, we are able to find. We are able to find all Ajay in small. So why it is not replacing? Let me check. Yeah, it is doing. See this? It is replacing one by one. And every time I have to click replace. And now there is no one. If you want to do it in 1 second, then just do this replace all. Just 1 second. Hello? Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so clear, Manmeet, you understand now? Find, replace. Alright, awesome. And remember these match cases. Yes, to everything. Now if you want to find, let's say 5, just ensure that your tab should be correct, right? Now you don't want any replace things, so delete them. Though it is not going to execute by itself until unless you press these options, but still keep this window clean. And now you want to find, write 5. Fine. See this. And these are the match case and match entire cell content. So I have clicked on now if I don't click on this match entire cell content, let's see what will happen. See, this company 5 is also being selected because it's a part of a cell. So these are the options which people generally not aware of, and these in fact makes your find and replace very powerful. Alright, so what else? Okay, so for there must be 4 assignments to you. These ones. One we worked on, already worked on. This is pay special we also. So go to, and these 2 are left. So you have to do these as well. Sure. So any question now? I mean, if you have still any doubt, any question. Okay. Alright, so let's do one thing now. Let's start then with the next session tomorrow, and in the meantime you also will be able to cover the rest of the assignments. So what we do is we'll spend 1 hour on your, let's see, I mean half an hour, 1 hour, whatever it takes on your the rest of the assignments, and then the rest of the time we'll start with the day 2, right? Because in half an hour I will not be able to complete even the 50% of the day 2 program, so it requires a continuous process, right? So let's connect tomorrow and we'll start with the day 2, right? And I'll send you these links, right? Yeah, right. Alright then, see you sir tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.